Hi everyone, I'm Savannah and this is Uniscent. We are all about fragrances. We do fragrance reviews, hauls, comparisons, collections, niche, designer, and Middle Eastern fragrances. Today, I'll be reviewing 24/7 by DKNY. If this sounds like something you'd be interested in, please consider subscribing and turn post notifications on. Let's get into it. So I quite like the bottle of this fragrance. I like the concept behind it in terms of the name and the actual bottle, because the bottle is obviously an hourglass shape. So that's obviously counting down time, and 24/7 is the name of the fragrance. So it matches well, and I like the concept of it. I think it's quite a smart concept of a fragrance bottle. So if we look at the notes, in the top we have pink pepper and rhubarb. In the mid we have rose, jasmine, sambac, quince, green notes, and tuberose. In the base we have ambroxan super, cedarwood, musk, and sandalwood. So in the opening, you get a blast of sweet and sourness. So that comes from the rhubarb, and I really enjoy that aspect. So it's almost like, what it reminds me of is a little bit, now this is not a dupe of another fragrance, and it's not similar in any other aspect, but the rhubarb rose combo that you get in this fragrance reminds me a little bit of Delina, the rose rhubarb combo, that sweet and sour kind of aspect. I really enjoy it, but that's what it reminds me of. So if you have Delina, or if you've smelled Delina, that's one aspect that you are probably going to recognize in it. But it's not a dupe, and it doesn't smell anything alike other than that. It's just that one aspect, especially in the opening. Then you can get the spice from the pink pepper as well. It comes through quite strong as well. It's really nice. So you have that sweet and sourness with a little bit of spice. It's quite juicy as well. The jasmine comes through quite strong initially as well. Once it starts settling down, then the tuberose comes in as well. But I don't pick up any green notes. That's just to my nose. Maybe others can pick up the green notes, but I don't pick up any green notes. In the dry down, the tuberose and the jasmine become a little bit more strong. The rose is still there. The rhubarb is still there, but it's not quite as sour. There is a slight creaminess coming from the sandalwood. So there's a slight soft, almost warm creaminess that comes through. Not an ambery creaminess, but just a slightly warm creaminess that comes through. It is feminine leaning. And the performance is not actually bad. I'm quite surprised, because I find DKNY's fragrances don't have great performance in my experience, and I overspray. So I've found that DKNY doesn't usually last very long and doesn't project much, but this fragrance I actually am quite impressed with the performance. Longevity, I get about 6 to 8 hours on it, and projection, I get moderate projection. If oversprayed, strong projection. So I quite like this fragrance. I really enjoy it. I will get it at some point once the prices come down a little bit or it's discounted. Then I will get it. So I do recommend it, but maybe once the prices come down a little bit. I think it's slightly overpriced for what it is right now. Once it's a little bit cheaper, then I think it'll be a good option. So that's it for my review. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you found this helpful, please click that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And please let me know what you think of this fragrance, if you have it or if you've tried it. I'd love to hear from you. See you next time. Bye.